I like never know when these start because it's like, okay, you're live, but then it's still like loading. So like I don't know if you could just see me like straight face doing nothing with RBF, or if it's like after it says you're live and like that goes away, then you're actually live. I don't know. Um, but welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Matt. In this video, I will be doing a commentary on my second. I don't know. Did I put night one or night two in the thumbnail? I'm gonna have to change that if it's night two. I went to night one of Santa Clara, and I have been dying to talk to you guys about this because that happened July 28th. And it's currently September 6th when this is like live. And so it's like it's been a while. I've been marinating. Like I was meant to do this before I came back to college. And then when I came back to college, it's like, okay, I had to move in. And then it's like I have classes and like I've been going out like during the day, not during the night. I've been like busy during the days. Then it's like the weekends I just want to like relax and like record videos and not like live stream. So, and this is like the first free minute I have where I can do it. But then it's like I got laundry that might go off while I'm live. And I pray to God that nobody touches my clothes because I'm this live stream is 30 to 45 minutes maybe. And there's currently 31 minutes left on my timer. But yeah, so we're going to be discussing the Eras Tour, night one, my second date of the Eras Tour, and Santa Clara. Well, first we're going to begin with like the beginning of July. The beginning of July, like this is just going to be like a Taylor Swift recap that I did in July, and then the Eras Tour movie. But I went to an Eras Tour. I went to a Speak Now release party, like the weekend Speak Now Taylor's version came out, and it was amazing. I had a purple dress, which I think you can see the purple dress, like this right here, that little like purple strap. You can see that's part of the dress that I wore to the club night, and I went by myself. I was gonna. It was in Sacramento. And I was hoping for something in like the Bay Area, like San Francisco. But that one got like postponed and like venue switched and like nobody bought tickets. Like that was kind of chaotic. And I was like, okay, we're going to Sacramento. And I saw one of my old roommates, or not one of my old roommates, she's still my suite mate. But yeah, so I went to the club night. I wore that purple dress. I can post it in like the community tab. That way you guys can see it. And of the club night, they played Better Than Revenge stolen version. And even though I don't stream the stolen version anymore, I still love the stolen version of Better Than Revenge because I don't like the lyric. She was the moth and like the flame, like I don't like that. I like she was known for the things she does on the mattress. Whoa, I love that. I don't love the lyric change. And so I loved hearing the stolen version because, for one, I'm not the one that's giving that song streams. So it's like, okay, cool. I can listen to it and not feel guilty about listening to it because I'm not the one that's playing it. It's the club. And I heard that a lot of like the club nights, because I went to 22 and Good For You. One of my friends went to Lavender Haze Ball. And I heard like for her Lavender Haze Ball, they played Better Than Revenge stolen version. But like everything else, like Speak Now, was Taylor's version. And because they know that like there's still a lot of Swifties that prefer the stolen version. Like me. Yeah. And so that's like the club night, and like I met some pretty cool people. There was this girl, this human that like I connected with on such a Swifty level, and they just matched my energy, and we both like dramatic and like did the tour chants and all that. And then I think she went to Santa Clara night one because the other friends I met there were going to Santa Clara night two. And because I knew like they were both going on like different nights. So I was like, hey, like I got tickets like last minute to go to night one. Which night are you going? And the other friends I met, they are going to night two. So I was like, okay, the other one must be going to night one. And the ones that are going to night two, they asked me if I want to go to Sacramento again to go to like another Taylor Swift event. And I'm like, I can't. I don't live locally to Sacramento. Like Sacramento is a 2-hour drive from my college, but San Francisco, like since like I'm back at college, San Francisco is closer, and I just would prefer if events were in San Francisco because then I can like. That's not my alarm. Oh, that must be my roomie's alarm telling her to go to class. But, um, uh, yeah, so they asked me if I want to go to an event in Sacramento. And I was like, I can't do that. Like, I already spent so much money on Ubers this summer. And the summer's not even over. Gosh. Because, like, I went to see Kelsey Ballerini I went to see Kelsey Ballerini, but that was with my mom, and she bought the tickets, which, like, I had babysitting money that, like, equivalated to those tickets. Like, I didn't have the bait to pay her for the tickets. And then I went to the club night, but my grandma bought a hotel room, so like, I wouldn't have to, like, Uber, which is pretty good. And then, I also went to, like, a county fair around us, and I had an Uber there, and that was pricey, and, like, I had to buy my tickets too because, like, my family wasn't gonna go to the county fair. So I was like, "Okay, I'm not about to have, like, another year where we don't go to the county fair." And so I just had to go, and I got one of my college friends to come with me. So I saw, like, 2 of my college friends during the summer. Well, 3 of them, because I saw one when I went to Old Sac, and then another one when I went to the county fair. And then I saw another one when I went to Disneyland for my 5th time within a year. But yeah, so then I went to the Alameda County Fair. I Ubered there, and then I went to go see Pirates of the Caribbean, which that was in a different city, so I had to Uber there. My mom wasn't gonna drive me just to see a movie that got re-released in theaters because it was Pirates of the Caribbean. They re-released it after like 20 years, which is crazy. Because I was like 2 when that first movie came out, or not even 2. And then I got to meet Chats and React. Like Emily and Bonnie, the Australian queens. Like they came for Santa Clara night too. They got a ticket, and I was trying so hard to get tickets or a ticket for Santa Clara night too. I really wanted to be there for the same night as them. Like they had like a meet and greet, a free meet and greet, and like in a city they were staying in, and I got to meet Chats and React. I gotta give them bracelets. I gotta give them a hug. I fathomed some things with them. I helped them fathom something. And it's like they're my queens. They're like the only Swifty reaction channel I watch. Cause like I'll watch other ones, but like I don't religiously watch other ones. Like I watch Chats and React. I'm also in their Discord server. And so overall it's just been super fun. And then I can post pictures of like that meet and greet of like me with Bonnie and Emily in like the community tabs. Like if you want to go see, like I will post pictures of what I did in July in the community tab so you guys can see. How could I forget? I got my second notice by Taylor Nation. Like they reposted me to their Instagram story. Taylor Nation. And then this was while I was at the movie theater seeing Pirates of the Caribbean. That's why I told you guys. I was at the movie theater, like in the Uber to the movie theater to go see Pirates of the Caribbean. And um my phone like I saw that like a notification from like Taylor Nation reposted you to their story. And I was like trying not to like internally well, I had to internally freak out. I was trying to like not like externally freak out because I didn't want to freak the Uber driver out by me freaking out. And so I'm like trying to breathe. And then like while I'm in the movie theater, like all my friends are like, Gabby, you got like, noticed by like Taylor Nation. Like they reposted you to their Instagram story. And then reconnected me with one of my old friends. And it just feels like I don't go on Twitter to get noticed by Taylor Nation anymore. Too many people try to get noticed on there. It's not worth it in my opinion. That's why my first notice was on Instagram and I commented something and then they liked my comment. And then my second notice by them was also on Instagram where they reposted me to their story. So it's like I feel like Instagram is better than Twitter. Because Twitter is just like thousands of, I mean, I guess that's like Instagram too, but still like I feel like Instagram is better for me. And um then I got to go to night one of Santa Clara. I got to go to night one because like there's been like so many changes since I saw her in Vegas. Night one, night two, not night one. But like nothing new was like temporarily added to the set. She changed the she changed the one to invisible string or like invisible string to the one. I'm not really sure, but I got to hear both of them because one of them was only on there for like 4 shows, and then it got taken off, and then the other one got put on, and then I saw her in Santa Clara Night too. So I got to hear like both of those songs live, and then um, Long Live also got added to the set list. Like my top five are our song All Too Well 10-minute version, Long Live, Don't Blame Me, and Cruel Summer. Or Cruel Summer, Don't Blame Me, they're like interchangeable. But like the top three. Like I have heard 4 out of my top 5 Taylor Swift songs live. And like when she added like I was like because like she announced like she had the premiere of like I Can See You and Karma featured Ice Spice. Ice Spice came out for like those New York, New Jersey shows. And then she announced Speak Now Taylor's version in Nashville. Then she had to come out in Kansas City. And I just got like FOMO, like severe FOMO. And it's like now I feel like I have to go to opening night for the tour. I have to be there for all the Nashville shows. Like I could have like tickets to one of the show and just be out in the parking lot for the other 2 shows. Like I feel like I cannot miss a Nashville show. And then I have to be there for closing night. Like I feel like those are like the 5 or like for this tour, it was like those are like the 5 nights I should have been there for. Or I wanted to be there for. And she only has 1 Nashville show in the future, then I just need to go for opening night, Nashville, and closing night. Like those are like the 3 must nights for me. And also I would love to go to a rain show, have a Taylor Swift rain show. Like how cool would that be? Cause like I feel like vigilante shit in the rain would be everything. Cause I wish vigilante shit was a closer for the tour, just for the sheer fact of like her having like a bucket of water and it just coming down on her. I would love that. But like with the rain shows, like the water is just like natural and it's like it's amazing. And I really want to go to a rain show. But those you can't predict. Because there was like Nashville and like a Florida show, I think. And then maybe like another show where it was raining. And then like another show because like a lot of like Gracie's like sets had to get like canceled And then Gracie came out for like one of her songs during like Taylor's surprise song sets. And then Gracie is the only opener for the Eras Tour Part 2. Or the Eras Tour US like Part 2. Or North American like Part 2 next year. Gracie's the only opener. Cause like after like the first North American tour or first US leg, it was like Paramore, Biba Doobie, Girl in Red, Phoebe Bridgers, Muna, Haim, and then like Gail, Gracie, Owen. Like she had like 9 different openers, and like 2 openers like every show. Well, for most shows, and then it's like in the Latin M shows and Oceania and like Japan and like all that. It's like just Sabrina. And then for the Europe tour, it's just nobody's opening for Japan yet. We don't know who that's gonna be or if there's gonna be an opener. But for Singapore, it's Sabrina. And then for Europe, it's just Paramore. And then for North American leg 2, Canada, Indianapolis, New Orleans, and then something else I forgot. And it's just Gracie. And it's like I thought she would have announced like another opener. Cause like, even when she's went like internationally before, it's still like she's had 2 openers. So it makes me wonder like. And I know Macy's Peters is like on tour with Ed Sheeran right now, and Olivia's like doing promo for like Guts now, but it's like there's nobody for Japan, so I don't think like Taylor would like place Olivia like in the middle of like Sabrina's opening stage, but like I want Olivia to open for Taylor Swift, and so far like Japan, I think it's either Japan or Singapore, I can't remember, but one of those doesn't have an opener yet, and it's like give me Olivia Rodrigo. Or Macy Peters. I don't listen to Macy Peters, but like she seems like a perfect opener. Or like give me Owen again, who was in the Lover music video and like one of her dancers on the Reputation tour. So it's like he only had like select shows where like Gracie and Gail had like a lot more shows than he did. And yeah. But then it's like Gracie's not big enough to like land both opener slots. But you could argue neither is like Sabrina, Gail, or like you can't like there needs to be 2 open. I'm not even talking about my show anymore. But yeah, Long Live got added to the set list. And after that got added in Kansas City, that was like, okay, like I need to go again to see her. And I literally got my ticket the Sunday before the Friday show in Santa Clara. And because one of my old friends, her friend wasn't able to go anymore. And so I jumped on it and I bought that ticket. It was a little pricey, especially since I didn't have a job and I still don't have a job, but it was a little pricey. Luckily I had like savings. But like the fact that I got to hear Long Live live, are you kidding me? Like I feel so bad for like the Swifties that like went before Kansas City and they didn't get to hear Long Live live. But it's like I literally just bought the ticket like that. And another one of my friends, like I got to meet one of my Discord friends in real life because they lived around Santa Clara and they were going to the Santa Clara show. And it was like, oh my god, bestie, like we've got to meet each other. And then I was also going to meet a different friend. She's a friend on Twitter and TikTok. Well, TikTok and then like Twitter and Instagram. Like I met her on TikTok. And well, it's not Twitter anymore. It's X. But I met her on TikTok, and she was going to night 2 of Santa Clara, but then she somehow snagged ticket for night 1 of Santa Clara. And we were gonna meet, but, like, I was by myself, and she wasn't moving from her section. It's like, "You could have come to me, we were both in the 200s." 'Cause I was, like, by myself, and so I didn't have somebody to wait in the merch line for me. And so I will tell you the merch line in Santa Clara was much worse than the merch line in Vegas. Because the merch line in Vegas, I was able to get merch, I was able to get food and have like a little photo opportunity. I missed Gail sadly. And Biba Doobie did start while we were getting our food. But I still got to sit down while the second opener was going on. But like with my thought in Santa Clara, I got there at like 4:30, and then me and my friend hung out for like half an hour, and then I didn't get in the venue until like 5, and then I waited. The show started at like 6:30, and so I was, or no, the show started at like 6 or 6:30. I'm not sure, but the show started, and then I was like in line when Gracie went on, missed her whole set, which I don't really know any Gracie songs, so I was like fine with that. And then Haim goes on, and it's like I missed their whole set. Like I was literally standing in line, and like I don't really know any other. Like I know Gasoline, but that's because Taylor Swift is a feature on it. But like they're so iconic on like TikTok and like hanging out with Taylor Swift, and it's like I wanted to see them so bad, and I didn't get to see them because I was still in line to buy merch. And I got out of like I bought my stuff and got to my seat 10 minutes before Taylor Swift went on stage. When applause went on, everybody went crazy. They were like, let's give it for the applause, applause. Here for the applause, applause. Like we got to jam, and then the cleaning car came. Like, I was on the side. Like I was just glad to be in the same place as Taylor Swift again. But like the side, the only thing I think of is like you get to see her come off stage like after the show, and you get to see her go on stage in the cleaning cart. Like that's like the highlight of like being on the side. But yeah. So like luckily I got to see that. And when I saw her in Vegas, like trading bracelets, like it was a thing, but it wasn't as much of a thing as it became later on in tour. And so like I had bracelets for Vegas, but I was too shy to go up to people cuz like and just like, "Do you want to trade bracelets?" or like, "Do you want a bracelet?" I'm not going to do that. But like luckily within Santa Clara, everybody was just like I was in my purple like was supposed to be my senior ball gown, and I I was so glad that dress got its moment because I did a little like photo shoot because one of the I have pictures in my dress in my like I have a new YouTube banner now, and in my YouTube banner, one of the pictures is me in front of the Levi Stadium. That's from the Santa Clara show, and then the other picture is me doing a photo shoot in the dress because the photo shoot happened before I got the ticket to see her again in Santa Clara. And so I was like, speaking now Taylor Swift came out, I dragged my friend out with me to go take those pictures. I was like I know you're not a Swiftie, but like, can you take pictures of me in this dress? Like speaking out, like I just need to like have this dress have its moment. And so I went out and took pictures in that dress. But then I got the ticket to see Taylor Swift, and I got to wear the purple dress to her tour. The literally epiphany of Speak Now. And when I heard Long Live, I started crying. Like, I shit you not. I started crying. And in my Long Live, like, I wish I would have had it, like, facing me to, like, hear Long Live. But, like, I just wanted to, like, record her and, like, listen to, Hi, Madison. But I wanted to, like, record her solely for, like, Long Live, and I shit you not, when I was, like, recording, all you could hear, like, you could hear her singing, and, like, there was, like, fire, like, Great America is, like, right behind the Santa Clara show, or Santa Clara, like, Levi Stadium, and so Great America was, like, setting off fireworks, and so they were going off during Speak Now, like, Enchanted and Long Live, and so the fireworks were going off, and I was, like, with Long Live, and I was recording it, I was like, "Oh my god, oh my god," it's like, I'm, like, recording it, I'm like, "I'm unwell, like, I am not all too well, I am unwell," and it was, like, I was just crying so hard to Long Live, and I did get a picture of, like, after Long Live, because after Speak Now, it goes Lover, Fearless, Evermore, Reputation, Speak Speak Now, and then what's after Speak Now? Is it Red? No, it's not Red. It's Red, and then Folklore, and then 1989, and then Surprise Songs, and then Midnights. Yeah, okay, yeah, it's Speak Now, Red, Folklore, 1989. And so, like, in between, Speak Now and Red, had to take a picture of myself, because, like, I need to see, like, the true emotions of, like, me hearing Long Live live. Um, but I was in my purple dress, and so, like, people were, like, they saw me in line, like, with my purple dress, and maybe they saw, like, my bracelets on my wrist, and, they came up to me, and, like, some of them, like, they wanted to trade bracelets and stuff, like, I had, like, a little, like, Ziploc baggie of, like, bracelets, and so I was trading those, and then other of them were like, "Oh my god, I love your dress, here's a bracelet," and I got bracelets for all the eras. One of my friends, the one I met, who lives near Santa Clara, they gave me an Our Song bracelet and a Don't Blame Me bracelet, and I gave them a Hoax bracelet and a Treacherous bracelet, and we were just so, like, I only have one 1989 bracelet, and I'm so sad about that. But, I have bracelets from all the eras. Um, Thank you for the set list, or the era set list. I I know the first 3, and then it gets kinda blurry around, like, Reputation to Red, and then I know Folklore is before 1989, and then 1989 is before Surprise Songs, and I know Midnight is the closing. It's like I kinda, like, black out during between Reputation and Red. But, yeah, so people were coming up to me trading bracelets, and I was like, "Oh my god, like, thank you." Like, I am such a shy person, and, like, I'm also by myself in line. Like, I can't, like, get out of line to, like, go trade bracelets with somebody, or, like, give them a bracelet. So luckily they came to me, and another one of the bracelets I got was, "Hey kids, spelling here is fun." And that was, like, a two-parter bracelet, and so because I got that, the person wanted 2 bracelets in return. And it was like, "Okay." And yeah. And then, like, I've seen these, like, cute trends on, like, TikTok, where it's like, the people, like, pose for, like, Bejeweled, or, like, one of the like, just a song, and it's, like, their outfits, and it's, like, I'm too shy to go up to people and be like, "Hey, I love your outfit, can I, like, record you in your outfit?" So, like, I just have my, like, camera, like, sneakily, like, in line, and so some of them are at, like, such awkward angles, and then other ones, it's like, "Okay, I have a clear shot, let's just hope they don't see me, like, with my phone, like, recording." Um, I yeah, it was amazing. And then, like, with after seeing her in Vegas, like, I was just, like, seeing everything for the first time. But then, like, after I saw her in Santa Clara, or, like, before I saw her in Santa Clara, I was, like, more aware of, like, what was going on. And I feel like if you're not, like, literally, like, right in front of the diamond, there's no point on being on the floor unless you want the possibility of, like, getting picked for, like, the 22 hat, or, like, meeting Mama Swift and Papa Swift and, like, Austin, like, all, like, I mean, I guess there's a lot to, like, live for on the floor. But, like, if you're not, like, right in front of the diamond, I feel like being, like, lower, but, like, higher up, you get to see the designs of the stage. And so for Delicate, it's like glass. And so she's like walking around the stage, like 3 points on each side. And like as she's walking around, the glass is breaking. And then she jumps on the glass, and then it just shatters because it's delicate. And like I didn't pick up on that when I first saw it. And so like I love doing that. And then with like the man set with like the little like house, whatever, it's like 3 stories. But then like as she's singing the song, it gets lower and lower and lower. And like they're on it's just like 2 story. And like I would have noticed that if somebody at like TikTok hadn't pointed it out. And then like I don't know her dancers' names, but the guy that was like the one at the table for Tolerate It, him and Taylor held hands for like style. And like I didn't notice that when I first saw her. And then like when I for Folklore and Evermore, I didn't really appreciate those when I went to see her in Vegas. And so when I went to see her again, I was like, okay, we need to record more of it because like after hearing the last Great American Dynasty live and Marjorie, it's like, okay, now that I fathom those songs so hard and they're my favorite. Like I love them now. And so after I saw it live for a second, or I was gonna see it live for a second time, I was like, okay, you have to record more of those songs. Like you have to. And then we were the second. Like there's this thing called Swift Ball, and it's like fantasy football, but for Swifties. And like they keep a score on like how long the standing ovation is um for Champagne Problems. Oh no! That was my worst fear ever. I'm so glad I got a new phone right before I saw her in Vegas because I got my new phone in January and then I saw her in Vegas and I was like, okay, thank God, because recording All Too Well 10-minute version was a bitch since it's 10 minutes, and my old phone would shit it out on me if I recorded the whole 10 minutes. But I record that moment, like when I saw her the first time, I like had to record it. And then when I saw her again, I was like, okay, I have to get a picture. Like I have to get a picture of everybody with their hand hearts up. But I didn't get to do that. And I just recorded the video again. And it's like I want to get a picture of all like the Swifties with it. But I don't even remember what I was talking about before. Um, oh, but the fantasy football thing, the Swift ball thing. We were the second longest standing ovation after Champagne Problems because we were almost like 4 minutes. But then stupid LA had to show us up, and they gave her like almost 8 minute, almost doubled our time. And like I know she has like full control over like when the standing ovation stops. And the fact that she like obliterated the standing ovation time. We were the second highest one. And then she gave LA 8 minutes. The 8 minute ovation happened before your show, right, Matt? Like it wasn't Matt. Your show had a long standing ovation, but it wasn't as long as the almost 8 minute ovation, right, Madison? Um, and then for like Evermore, we got No Body, No Crime because High was opening for Taylor, and so since nothing new got added to the set list for Phoebe, everybody was like, okay, she has to add Nobody No Crime for when Haim is opening for her. And then Seattle comes, and you just hear the sirens, and it's like, "He did it." Like, Nobody No Crime is, like, my top 3 from Evermore. Like, it's Champagne Problems, Nobody No Crime, and Willow. And the fact that I got to hear all 3 live in one night. It was too much to fathom. I died then. And the fact that I got Haim out in their bejeweled outfits. Like, they literally were just like, "Okay, let's just cause chaos." And they came out in their bejeweled outfits. I cannot. Like, they are seriously some unwell people. Or, like, they seriously did some unwell things to the show. And then I love how, like, during the tour, if, like, Taylor has a collab with somebody, like, with the females, like, she gives them actual verses, where they're not just background vocals. Because she did that with Maren Morris when she came out for You All Over Me, like, she actually got a verse. And then Nobody No Crime, like, the verses were, like, disputed out between Taylor, Alana, Esty, and oh my god, what's the other one? Oh my god, Madison. What's the other sister's name? It's Alana, Esty, and why am I blanking on the other one? I can't remember who the third sister is. I feel so bad. But they all got like equal verses. And then like the celebrities at my show, cause like when I saw her in Vegas, Shania Twain was there. And then when I saw her in Santa Clara, we had Gigi Hadid. Gigi Hadid was at my show in Santa Clara. And, like, I could see her, like, in the VIP tent just having, like, the time of her life. And we saw her come out from, like, backstage to, like, go to the VIP tent, and it was amazing. And then Josh Gad was also there, aka Olaf, and he posted to his Instagram, and he had a picture of Taylor Swift in the Olaf costume, and he was like, "I bow down to the new Olaf," like, and then he went live during the 1989 set. Like he went live, and I joined the live, even though I was literally there watching it myself. I was like, "Ooh, Josh Gad's live," and I literally watched "Shake It Off" with him, even though I was in the venue watching it live. And then freaking Mark Zuckerberg was there too. And I didn't like I texted my roommates my old roommates, and the one I went to Santa Clara, Vegas with, she was like, "What is like lizard people doing there?" And I just wasn't expecting freaking Mark Zuckerberg to be there, or Josh. I didn't know who I expected to be there, but like, it's such a random pair of like celebrities at the show, and then Marla, who played Gia in Full House and Fuller House, was at night one too, and she was like sitting in like the regular seats, and it was like I was at the same night as Gia from Fuller House. I was I'm unwell. Um oh, and then I haven't gotten to the surprise songs yet, and so before the surprise song, like I said, I hadn't fathomed a lot of things until like I saw her a second time, because then I saw like other people like pointing stuff out. But like, I didn't see anybody point out that like she literally changes from her 1989 outfit to her surprise song outfit on stage. And like one time she was like, to my guys, gals, and non-binary pals, like, don't pay attention as she's like fixing her dress. Like, it's so hard to like see everything like as she's changing out or as she's putting the dress on top of her 1989 outfit. And it never occurred to me that like the 1989 outfit coordinates with the surprise song outfit. And so and then when I saw her in Santa Clara, it was like, that's it. I literally saw her on stage in the dark, changing to her surprise song outfit. And then somebody I was, like, sitting with since I was, like, by myself, she, like, made sure to, like, include me and, like, all that. And so she asked me, like, "What songs do you think we're gonna get tonight?" And with a friend I met up with that lives near Santa Clara, they really wanted Hoax. And Aaron Dessner was also there. And, like, I don't really care about Aaron, like, I love his work with, like, Taylor, but it's like, I want different surprise guests. 'Cause, like, she didn't bring out Chris Stapleton, she didn't bring out, Zayn Malik, it's like, I want diversity in surprise guests, and Aaron's not diversity, but he was there, and so I was like, maybe Hoax, because my friend wanted Hoax, but we got, Right Where You Left Me with Aaron Dessner, and somebody I'm in the Discord server with was like, "If I hear friends break up, friends get married," and I'm not there, they're gonna throw a riot, and I was there for that. And I'm not really like a folklore girly, folklore nevermore, but I just started screaming, "Friends break up, friends get married." Like I just started screaming that song. And then my other surprise song was Castles Crumbling. And I thought Castles Crumbling would have been saved for Europe because Hayley Williams who is from Paramore, is opening up for the Europe dates. And so I was like, okay, that's like not even a possibility. Since she had nothing to do with Phoebe and Nobody in the Crime with the Haim sisters, it's like, okay, Castles Crumbling wasn't even a thought. But then she started playing it, and it was like, oh my god, I'm in my Speak Now outfit. And she played a Speak Now song. And I feel like she knows. Like, I've talked to one of my friends about this all the time. And it's like, I did a TikTok. I went to Vegas and I was dressed up in Fearless. And so one of my surprise songs was White Horse. And then I did a TikTok within like a week before Speak Now Taylor version got announced in my Speak Now purple ball gown. And I was like, oh my god. And then I did a TikTok to Karma. I was finally at home and I had like my Harley Quinn like police tape jacket from like Birds of Prey. And so I did a dancey dance to Karma. And then she announced Karma's featuring Ice Spice. And and then I told my friend about that and she's like, you need to do like a 1989 TikTok. Like she needs to announce 1989. And I didn't do anything in 1989, but and then I wore my Speak Now outfit, and she played Castles Crumbling, so it's like she knows what I'm doing. She knows what I'm doing, and my voice. Don't mind me choking. I'm literally nothing. But yeah, she played a Speak Now song when I was there, and I was also supposed to go to LA closing night, which Madison went to LA closing night, and she was there for the 1989 announcement, Taylor version announcement, and I supposed to be there for closing night because I had a Disneyland trip I was planning, and I was planning it around like closing night because I'm going to be in SoCal, and so I was like, okay, like, and my outfit was going to be my junior prom dress, and it gives 1989 vibes. And I was going to wear that. And then she goes and she announces 1989 Taylor version when I'm not there. And Madison, like, I'm so happy Madison was there. She had to wait, she literally waited through all the tours for the last LA date to see her. And I'm happy Madison got to see, was there for the 1989 Taylor version announcement. But I was sitting at a friend's place for when I was going to Disneyland, and she has a job. I don't have a job, but she had a job, so I couldn't come during the week. So I had to come on the weekend, and I just missed the 1989 Taylor version announcement by 2 days because she announced it on a Wednesday, and I was in SoCal on Friday. 2 days. And then we were in California Adventure for Saturday because I specifically went to go see Rogers the Musical because it was closing that month, and I really wanted to see it. And so I literally went just for 2 days. I literally was there all day Saturday, and then I had to leave on Sunday. And I saw so many Swifties at Disneyland in California Adventure. It was insane. And then, like, they must have all left on, like, Sunday. Because I only saw, like, 3 people wearing, like, the Eras Tour merch. And so they must have all left on Sunday. And then, like, a couple days, like, maybe a week or 2 later, I saw this TikTok video where it was, like, somebody recording all the Swifties they saw at Disneyland. And I was like, I should have recorded that. Madison, you didn't answer my questions. But have a good day. Yeah. But I was so close. So close. And then, like, that's all I could remember from that I needed to, like, talk about. But now we're going to talk about, oh, wait, no, there is one more thing. I was there for night 2 of Vegas, as you guys know. And she played our song, which is my number 1 favorite song from her of all times. Night 1. I had a couple of people checking on me, be like, Gabby, I know you're in Vegas to see Taylor Swift, but, like, did you see our song? And I'm like, I didn't. I'm literally here in my hotel room. I'm about to go to bed, and I get this shit where she plays our song. Night 1 of Vegas. And I was there for night 2. The audacity this woman has. And then I see her night 1 of Santa Clara on a Friday. And then what does she do? Friday, night 2 of LA. She plays our song. I shit you not, a week later after I saw her for the second time. I missed our song twice. And one of my friends was there, who was there for Vegas night 1, was also there for Vegas night, or LA night 2, got our song twice. Oh my God. When I tell you, I was pissed. And people were checking in on me again. And it's like, I missed our song by one night in Vegas. And in 1 week. Literally 1 week to the day. Twice. I missed it twice. Oh yeah. And then, yeah, one of my friends, she was there for night 2 of LA, and it was like, you got our song. How does it feel to get my favorite song? And yeah, that's like all I could think about of like Eras Tour recap night 2, or like when I went the second time. I do want to go again. I want to go in Toronto next year because, well, I was gonna try for like Brazil or somewhere in like South America this year. Well, I wasn't gonna try. It was just a thought. Then, like, realistically, I could get like a passport and a visa like that quickly. And so, because like that was the closest to my birthday, because she had a show on the 24th, and my birthday's on the 22nd. And so I was gonna like, okay, it was just a thought. But then I was like, okay, that's not tangible. You need to change your mind. And so then I changed, and she announced more international dates. And I was like, okay, you don't need to hear 22 like right when you after you turn 22. And then she announced dates in Paris. And I was like, perfect. Like I could make a trip out of it. And like I could go to Disneyland Paris. But then she announced Toronto dates. And there's a Toronto date actually on my birthday in 2024. But I'll be turning 23 and not 22. But like it'll still be on my birthday. I don't care. I want to see her on my birthday. And so like I dropped the Paris idea because like again, traveling internationally, like for me, right now I don't have a job. And it's like it's not because I'm gonna get like a passport and like all that. But like with Toronto, it's like 14 months away. I have over a year to get a passport, buy a ticket, buy a plane ticket, all that fun stuff. And so I like registered. You have to register for like 2 or 3 dates. I think it was 3 dates for the first US leg, but then for like the second one, you have to. It was like 2 shows, and so my number one show was the 22nd because that's my birthday. And like, what better birthday present to see Taylor? Like, what could be better than seeing Taylor Swift on your birthday? Nothing. And so that was like my preferred date. And then my second date I did for the 21st because then I can still hear 22 as a 22-year-old and then hope maybe like I'll still be in Toronto and I can like be there in the parking lot for a night for when she performs on the 22nd. And so yeah, that's like my Toronto plans for next year. Um, yeah, so I am planning to see her a third time. Hopefully, she plays our song again because people have been like, is she gonna reset the surprise songs because she's not gonna have enough songs like carry out through Europe and um and I'm like, but that's not in the rules. Like, why would she make rules and then just like break them? Because she was like, if I mess up a song, then I have to replay it. And then if it's a midnight song, she has to replay it. So then it's like, okay. But then it's like, why did she play our song again? Did she mess up? Or is it because in the song it says, play it again? And so she played it again. I hate that I'm doing that on a live stream. That's the type of shit I would cut out while recording. But so then it's like, if she's like gonna reset it, can she like play our song for me in Toronto, please? Like Taylor, this is my full request. Can you save our song for me in Toronto next year? Pretty please. Yeah. So we'll see how like the South America dates go. Because, I mean, there is going to be 5 new 1989 songs. So, like, maybe she'll perform those in South America. We don't know. And, yeah. But now that we're almost at an hour, we have one more thing to discuss. And that is the Eras Tour movie. There should be a movie for the Eras Tour. And because in LA, night 1 through 3, she replayed our song, Maroon, You're on Your Own, Kid, and I think like a couple, maybe like other songs, like those were like the 3 that like stuck out to me as she replayed or repeated for those dates. Oh, and also Death by a Thousand Cuts. Right? I think she re-performed that. But yeah, so and those nights, the first 3 nights were being recorded for the Eras Tour film, and that got announced is coming out on October 13th, coming out in a little over a month, And my friend like got our song as a surprise song for night 2 of LA. She's up here for college, like she's with me, and we're gonna take like a little like road trip to go see the movie because the movie um it's like 18 miles away from us. It's a little road trip, and we're gonna go see it. We're gonna be making bracelets. We're gonna be wearing outfits because they weren't able to go to their second show, and so they're gonna wear their second show's outfit to the movies. And then I had like a dress that gives like maroon vibes, and then I have like my black dress that gives like "Don't Blame Me" Reputation vibes. And I don't know which one I'm gonna wear yet. And I don't have my bracelet stuff with me. That's at home, and so I need to like go home and get that before the movie. And the movie like it's coming out with a popcorn bucket, and if you know me, I love my popcorn buckets. I have a Black Widow one, I have a Thor one, and I have a Black Panther one. And there's no AMC near us that's playing the Taylor Swift movie, so I might have my mom at home to go to the movie theater to buy me the popcorn bucket and maybe the cup. I don't know if I want the cup, but I want the popcorn bucket more than I want the cup. And so I might have my mom go get the popcorn bucket for me. And then, yeah. What I find funny is that movies are literally moving their movie dates to like the week before. So they don't have to compete with Taylor Swift because they know the audience is going to go to Taylor Swift. And so, like, The Exorcist moved their movie date from Friday the 13th in October to the week before. And it's like, it's Halloween. Like, Friday the 13th is like in like October. That's like the perfect day to release a horror movie. And then they really push it up a week because they can't compete with Miss Taylor Swift. Because 13 is her favorite number. She was born on December 13th. Like, that's just her day. But it's like, it's also Halloween's day. And I just find that so funny. And then 1989, Taylor's version comes out October 27th, which is 9 years to the day after the Stolen version came out, which I think is so cool. Like, she's still going to have the same date, but now it's overshadowed by Taylor's version. And there's going to be 5 vault tracks, which I thought there would have been way more. Because it's not fair that Red gets 10, Fearless got, I don't know how many Fearless got, and then Speak Now got 6, and then now 1989 is getting 5. I need more. I want more. And then people, like Swifties, were clouding for 8-3, and it was 8-3, 4-5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we were counting for 8-3, and nothing happened then. And then we were counting for 8-9, and 8-9 is what's it called? Like 1989. Like, she went to 19 cities, I think, for the U.S. leg, or 19, yeah, something like that. And 19 cities ends on 8-9. 1989. And then my friends that are like international, like, I don't understand why you do the dates like the month, day, year, whereas like international does it like day, month, year. And it's like, well, if we want to believe the Taylor Swift theory, for once the Americans are right. And she went quiet. And she was like, I'll give you this one time. Like, this one time the Americans are right. Like, see, there's a reason why we do it this way. And this way gave us 1989, Taylor's version, I'm Taylor, and I was born in 1989. And she came out in blue outfits for Speak Now, Folklore, um, 1989, and then the surprise songs. And Taylor does nothing on purpose or nothing on accident. So she um, only had one song for Speak Now, and she was only going to be in Kansas City for 7/8, but she added shows, and so she added 7/7, and she opened the tour with her seventh album and the seventh track from her seventh album, Miss Americana and the Heartbreak Prince. And so, little did we knew all along that um, the release date of like Speak Now Taylor's version, like she was screaming it to us, and we never picked up on it. But then when she owned, or when she announced, or when Speak Now Taylor's version came out, she added Long Live, and she had the koi fish guitar. Oh my god, the koi fish guitar! And then she had like her dancers and like not her dancers, her backup singers and her band on stage with her, like she did on the Speak Now tour. And I thought that was very cool, a very cool callback. And then with 1989, her outfits for the 1989 set and the surprise songs all correlated with outfits from the 1989 tour. And everybody's like waiting for the blue outfit, like throughout the whole tour, like waiting for the blue outfit. And then it doesn't come. But then we see Speak Now, Folklore, and then basically once we saw her come out for style in that blue outfit, we knew 1989 was coming. We knew it was coming. And then she comes out, she with that blue dress on top of her blue like two-piece for 1989. And then she announces my version of 1989 comes out October 27th. And then she goes into New Romantics. The rumors are terrible and true, but honey, most of them are true. Oh, oh, baby, I could build a castle out of all the bricks you threw at me. And every day is like a battle. Like, because that was the only 1989 song left. And Haim talked about like 1989 a lot during the LA dates. And then Gracie mentioned something 1989. Like all the signs were there for 1989. And so then it makes me think, since she does nothing on accident, so like are we getting Reputation on tour? Because there has to be a reason why there's only one outfit for Reputation. And then it's like also, are we getting debut on the tour? Because there's no songs for debut for the tour set list. And so like she did intentional things with 1989 and Speak Now. And so it's like Reputation, is she going to debut a new outfit? Because she did 53 shows, because she added a 6th LA date. She did 53 shows, and all in the Reputation outfit. And then she had like 4 shows in Mexico, so like 57 shows. All in the Reputation outfit. And there's a hole in it. Like there's literally a hole in it, and she's still performing with the same outfit. Everything has different outfits. Folklore has like 2 to 4 outfits, like 2 for sure, but then like one of them looks yellow, but like the person that hosts Swiftball considers it the same as the orange one. And then like she wore the bronze dress like early on in the tour, but then it like didn't flatter her body. And it's like and then she didn't wear it for a long time. And then like when we saw it like a second time, it looked altered. Like either she had it fitted to her body where she could wear, like it looks better on her, or she got a new dress. But the person that hosts Swiftball considers it the same as the first dress. So it's like 2 to 4 outfits for Evermore. And it's like Reputation is the only one with no new outfits. The only one. And yeah, there's just a whole lot going on in my brain. Um, but I hope you guys liked this live stream with a catch up of like Taylor Swift and like what I did with to see Taylor Swift and like the like Taylor Swift news. Um, yeah, and so this I have a video recorded, and then I have the Guts reaction. Guts is coming out tomorrow for me because I'm West Coast, and West Coast gets it on Thursdays. So I that reaction should be sometime this weekend, but we'll see. Um, so with that being said, I am at 99 subscribers, and I'm doing this thing where if you're my 100th subscriber, you get to decide what I get to do to like celebrate. And your subscriptions have to be public, and that way I can see who it is. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you comment down like what are some things you've noticed about the Eras tour. Comment down below what shows you're going to if you're like international, or if you're going to one of her US days next year. Just comment down below. With that being said, I will see you in the next video. Bye. Sorry for the coughing fit.